Welcome to The System Works, the lifestyle channel that shows you who you are, what you truly want, and how to get it. The System Works. Own it. Hello, everyone. Welcome to an episode of The System Works. I am your host, Ernest Phillips, and today is a good day. I don't know if you know this, but not every day do you bring your A game. Some days you're just a little off. Some days, you feel powerful. Right now I feel powerful. So I'm expecting this to be an excellent episode. Just literally 5 minutes ago, I asked my producer, Aki, I said, hey, how are you doing? And he said, I don't know. And my response, that's fair. Because sometimes you just don't. But when you are doing an episode, when you are one of the people on this side of the camera and you're recording, I don't care who it is that you're watching, we do not always have great days. And there are times when we are recording and it is just brutal. I mean, we have to put everything aside and we've got to dig deep and to make sure we're giving you the proper message. And I definitely am one of those individuals. I mean, I talk about a lot of real stuff. And if you've been watching the channel, thank you. We hope that you're subscribing. We hope that you are commenting, and I appreciate that. I give a lot for this because I want you to be able to have that impact. All right, we're going to get into the episode. Now, what is the episode? It is the number one workplace crime. Okay, now, I'm going to tell you right now, it is not stealing. It is, it is stealing, but it's not stealing what you think people are stealing. I'm not talking about office supplies and paper. I'm not even talking about if you found a way to steal the Keurig and take it home. I'm not even talking about larceny or embezzlement. No. I am talking about the number one workplace crime, and that is stealing a fence. All right. You've heard the phrase, and you've probably said the phrase, I took offense to that. The phrase itself is a guilty plea. If you think about it, I took offense. I took something. I took something that wasn't there. Let me give you an amazing example, and I watched this in real time years ago. I'm at a workplace and we had two locations, and one location was casual and you could wear jeans every day. The other place was more on the corporate side and you could only wear jeans on Friday. And we had a new group of employees and they were doing a tour of the corporate side, and it was a Wednesday. And I know it was a Wednesday because we were not wearing jeans. That's where I had worked. I started at the casual location, moved to the corporate location, and we knew the rules. You don't wear jeans unless it's on Friday. And one of the new employees was wearing jeans. And she was the only one out of the new employee group that was wearing jeans. And during the tour, one of our quality assurance individuals took her aside in private and said, hey, just so you know, whenever you're here, Monday through Thursday, you need to wear corporate gear. You need to wear slacks. You need to wear professional. You're only allowed to wear jeans on Fridays. Wow, what a good employee to help out another person. You would think. No, this person goes back, tells the manager that there was a person over there that made her feel bad, embarrassed her. And here is where things went wonky. The manager did the HR thing of saying, well, this is an employee complaint about another employee. I need to take this up, and gave the complaint to his superior. That superior then ended up basically writing up the employee that said, you need to wear jeans. mind-boggling. Okay, first of all, there's no offense there. That is good help. That is looking out for someone. That is teamwork. That is everything good. But because this person felt bad, turned it around and said, I take offense. Absolutely stole offense. There was no offense there. There was none. Now, the HR and everybody else, their hands are tied nowadays, because when someone comes with a complaint of, I feel bad, I feel hurt, disrespected, and yes, I'm doing this whole body language because that's how it makes me feel. That's how I feel, because there's no accountability. The other person didn't do anything, and you're making it about you and how you feel. Here's the tug tip. Feelings and facts are spelled differently because they are different. Listen, the only thing that feelings and fact pretty much have in common is they both start with the letter F. That's about it. This person got into her feelings, made a complaint. The other individual had to give a written apology. At that very moment, that person, me, and another person who we were all on the same team and we were all aware of what was going on, we immediately knew we were changing jobs. We immediately knew we could not trust the leadership. We immediately knew as soon as we had an opportunity to get a better position somewhere else, we were gone immediately. Here's the action step. If you feel offended in the workplace, ask the other person what their intentions were. Mind-boggling. Before you convict someone, do an investigation. Ask one question. What was your intention? You don't start with how you feel. What was the behavior? What was said? Ask the person, what was your intention? Here's a great thing. If the intention was negative, that other person is going to panic and say something dumb, or they'll admit to it. If the other person has a genuine interest to help you and is innocent, they're going to say just that. They might feel defensive. They might feel awkward because they're thinking, why are you asking me my intention of trying to help you? I was trying to help you. And they're probably going to look at you like you are crazy, because for them, it feels crazy. Ask the question. There's your action step. What's in it for you? Well, HR, first of all, you guys got to do better. I know your hands are tied, but you got to figure out a way to do better. You got to figure out a way to protect people with good intentions and protect them away from people who are taking offense, stealing offense. It is a workplace crime. You got to protect them. Because the Wi-Fi is, you will keep your top people. And the people who are like that are going to cause problem after problem after problem. Get them out as soon as you can. Because now your culture is defined by accountability. It's going to encourage people the freedom to do good, to try things, and not be worried that they are going to be sanctioned for doing good because someone else's feelings. Now, if you want to try this at home, if you want to try this with your friends, your loved ones, please do, because we're going to do a whole episode on how much people steal and take offense at home. We'll see you soon. We hope you enjoyed this episode of The System Works. Have fun with the action steps. Enjoy the Wi-Fis. Click like, click subscribe, and comment. The good and the bad, we like them all. We look forward to seeing you next time. The System Works. Own it.